Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to those in the past and the present and as weird folks in the future, not as weird as those in the past. Welcome back to another team previews for SCITT Season 2. Oh, we're getting closer. Maybe perhaps days before the start of the tournament. Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. Come on, Kurt. You've got to get through this now. Just a few more videos to go and then we're getting into SCITT. But we know what you like. You need a schedule, don't you? Maybe that's planned. You need some more cricket on your channel. You need some more stream, more days. Maybe that's the plan. You need a recap show. You need some highlights on YouTube. Maybe that's the plan. Yeah. There you go. Need some more videos as well, so it won't be starting straight after the team previews, but there'll be some videos explaining some new rules beforehand. So this will maybe make people think twice with who they're selecting. Just another curveball, because, hey, well, why not, eh? Why not? But welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing very well. Today, we are looking at the runners-up from the SCITT Season 1. We looked at the winners yesterday, and we're looking at the runners-up today in TDP Thrashers. And we spoke about a big hitting front five. This is a big hitting front five as well. A front five that has runs and lots of them between them. So let's go over who has been retained from TDP. We've obviously Pavel Florin, David Malan in there as well. You also got Brendan Taylor, Colin Ackerman, and you've also got Stuart Whittingham. And also, just to tap it off, Mo Nabi is also back with TDP Cool. So 6 really good players there. For me, the focus though is on the top. Sticking with the same opening partnership they had for quite a few games, Pavel Florin and David Malan coming in. Wow. I mean, 239 runs of 152 balls for Pavel Florin, who also captains the side. He has a 150 to his name, 334 average, 157 strike rate. Bowls a bit as well and got a wicket. I mean, that's an explosive player there, but he gets better. David Malan comes in, the highest run scorer, 333 runs from 187 balls. 2 50s in the group stage as well. Average of 55, finished not out 4 times. He opened pretty much all those 3, pretty much the entire tournament. He had 10 innings as well. That says everything you need to know. Strike rate of 178. Wow, he takes a while to get going. When he gets going though, he starts tonking you all over the park. A new player coming in is Steve Smith. Now, Steve Smith, I think, has gone a bit under the radar. Kept him at 500k because he scored 203 runs, 119 balls. Also, got 50 to his name as well. Has a strike rate of 170. He's been picked up from TDP. Another good pickup as well as Rishabh Pant. May I just say, the recruitment for the batting lineup for TDP Thrashers has been phenomenal. Rishabh Pant is another good one from Supreme. 204 runs as well, so the 4th player in this lineup to get over 200 runs from 134 balls as well. Strike rate of 152, average of 20. I mean, scores quick. That's all you need really. That includes a few really poor performances as well. So for me, I think that's another cracking buy, another cracking find. That's a lot of money put in their top order. Well, it gets worse. Brendan Taylor. Oh, Brendan Taylor, number 5 for me. 148, 71 ball. I'm just literally listing off batsmen here and just saying wow, because it looks scary. And granted, yes, this doesn't mean they're all going to be in form in exactly the same game. But with all 5 of them there, you've got at least a good chance to have at least one of them, if not 2 or 3 or 4 really, really good players in form. That for me is mental. Colin Ackerman for a bit of part-time as well. We only hit 19 runs, but off 9 balls. So again, another person that has a decent strike rate. Wow. And you've also got, David Willey in there. The problem I do think it comes down to is the bowling. I do look at that bowling attack and I think that isn't the best, and I think it's probably one of the weakest in the tournament. But I mean, I looked at my bowling attack in the last one, said it was weak. Jamie Cairns comes out with 10 wickets. Dan Anjaya comes out with 10 wickets. So you can't read too much into it. David Willey though is a good pick. He bats a bit, he bowls a bit. I do worry looking at the economies of the people that have bowled in this tournament so far. They're not very low. The lowest is Mo Nabi with 8.58, but there are some good picks in there. Another thing that I think they've potentially gone too hard in is the players that are homegrown and domestic, all being pretty much far down the order. So in my predicted lineup, I've got Simi Singh at 7, Willie at 8, Ruffin at 9, Parkinson, Callum at 10, and Stuart Whittingham at 11. All 5 of them are domestic, but Ruffin and Whittingham are also Scottish. So they bat deep, but that requires that for Naveen or Hack to get in, you're looking at probably get rid of Colin Ackerman from the lineup, or one of the big hitting players, and then you're thinking, well, why are they on the bench? So it does make it a bit interesting for TDP, but he has taken the few risks, and I think you can add in Mo Nabi. You could add in Mo Nabi for Colin Ackerman, and goodness me, that gets even stronger, I think, in the batting lineup potentially. Having Mo Nabi on the bench as well is phenomenal. In terms of you don't really need him to score the runs or to bowl. But I do think that is a weak lineup. I think Callum Parkinson's a really good pick first to go. But I do think that's a really good pick. David Willey as well, another left-arm bowler, is another really good pick and a bit of a interesting pick, but one that I think will pay off. And also keeping Stuart Whittingham around. Didn't have the best of tournaments. Economy just over 10, picked up just 3 wickets. We know what he can do when he's in a Scotland shirt. Let's hope he can transfer it over to the Thrashers shirts. On the bench, obviously, you've got George Munsey. Now, he is an option. He didn't really have the best of time with Adam, and then also with the Smiths, who took over. You've also got Dom Bess. Again, no wickets. No wickets whatsoever. 250 grand. Economy of 11.6. I just think that's a bit of a panic buy there. I think maybe you want another spinner, even though he's already got 3, or 4 including Ackerman. But yeah, I really don't get that pick. I tried to be a bit confident and see where maybe this could be a surprising one. It's just a man that didn't perform at all. Sometimes they get wickets like Whittingham, you think maybe, but I don't know. It just seems a weird one for a short format tournament. But I mean, obviously spinning surfaces, who knows? You've got 3 paces in there. You could take out maybe a Willie for Dom Bess. Who knows? Who knows really? But it's a really, really strong line. I don't think we'll see too many changes or whole-scale changes throughout. So you won't see 3 or 4 changes after a game. You'll see 1 or 2. But I think that front 5 picks itself. I think that probably David Willey, Parkinson and Whittingham pick themselves. And then you just literally got 3 or 4 places to change every single game. And I don't think too many of them are going to change if they're winning and if they're doing all right. So there we have it. That is pretty much TDP's Thrashers done. There's not much to say about that, apart from the top 5. I think so far from what I've done and what I've recorded, we should up at number 6, I think now. Something like that. Lost count. I haven't done them in any actual order, so I just literally gone random through my spreadsheet, but this is the strongest batting lineup. And I like my batting lineup. I think other teams have also got batting lineups that are good. I think this one, if David Malan and Steve Smith don't perform, you've got Florin, Pant and Taylor. If Florin has a bad day, you've got Malan, Smith, Pant, Taylor. Also Colin Ackerman, maybe Mo Nabi behind, ready to hit the ball as hard as possible. That is insane. But there we go. Thank you all for watching. Remember, have a good day/weekend. Hopefully you're all doing a bit of this. Doing some smiling. And I'll see you tomorrow for another team preview. Let's give you a hint for once. Give me a hint. What should we say? Oh, it's another new team. There we go. Easy one. Anyway, adios and farewell.